And now here's the part where we roll the dice. Right. This stuff takes forever to go off, so you can mix it, and should generally, very carefully. The other thing is, if you mix plastic and it goes off badly, and doesn't set like you want it to, if it sets kind of impermanently, it gets all gummy, and you just pull it out of the mold. And if it gums up the mold some, you just pour a run of smooth cast in your mold, like we just did. Like if that battery mold was dirty, which it was actually, it's all that dirt on that battery. One of the best ways to clean it is to just pour some cheap plastic into it. It'll suck everything out of that mold, and then that mold will be clean. So it's easy to clean a silicone rubber mold. However, if this doesn't go off, then that is full of like gummy, sticky, gooey, crappy, like half-set rubber, and it's all over your part that you've machined really carefully, and it's a pain in the ass to clean. So it's really bad when this doesn't go off. Or it's not like, your dog dies or something, but like, it's worse. This is really the step where, if you really read a mold making book, they'll tell you absolutely need to put your rubber in a vacuum first. The pain in the ass thing about putting it in a vacuum is it's usually a different tank. Part of it's usually clear, the tank. And when you put it under a vacuum, all this air, like we had it in this cup, if we were mixing up this rubber in this cup, you would immediately see all the rubber start to be like, and start to bubble up. And then
coming out of the chamber?
Yeah, and so it would start to flow over, and you'd have to let the pressure off, and then put it back on, let it off, and screw with it a whole lot. And then when you pour it again, it's going to get bubbles in it anyway. So
seems kind of,
if you can work it, it's really good, but most people I know are too lazy to work it. I know the guy I talk to when I have molding questions works for the company that makes the clear stuff that I use. This company called Crystal Cast. And that guy used to make lenses and stuff like that. So he was really, really geeky about how he made his molds because it really, really mattered. For me, although it doesn't matter a lot, you guys can, I don't know, that watch is something I made in a mold. And the mold for it is there, that gang mold with all those clamps on it. So that's an example of something that's actually kind of cool, maybe, that I made in a mold. Yeah, totally.
Wow.
So that's something that got cast inside a mold. The electronics, obviously, I didn't make with silicone. I mean, I did make it with silicone, but not the same kind of silicone. Dude. It's all related. Okay, all right. Now here's the moment of truth, pouring this mold. There's a lot of rules about how to do this, too. Usually you want to pour from the corner because it keeps air from going in your mold quite as much. But this is so small that I think we're just going to go for it. As you can see, there's crazy bubbles in this right now. Hopefully those will get out. Some of those will settle out. If you're trying to cast them not under pressure, one of the things that you can do that's really quick and dirty, like the way that table leg got done, was you can put it on some sort of vibrating table. Like I just had a fan motor or something like that. I think I just had a fan, and I just put a bolt through one of the one of the fan blades.
No problem.
And just and just set this on there and let it vibrate until it's set up, and that shakes a lot of the bubbles to the top. It's not as good as casting under pressure. Fortunately, I usually have a ton of time to work with this stuff. Hopefully, that's going to set up, and I'm not going to look like an idiot.